Well, new overnight, a new song from a local artist was just released celebrating the life of his childhood best friend. The song is called Legend, and we are joined live this morning by the artist Nate Winer and Grammy-award winning Dave Gutter, who helped to produce the song. Good morning to both of you. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's very exciting. So Nate, Legends is about your childhood best friend, Jared Pelletier, who unfortunately lost his battle with cancer at just 29 years old. Can you tell us about your friendship and everything that happened and the inspiration behind the song?
Yeah, so we were actually neighbors growing up. So we walked to school together and had a lot of memories that we shared. And he unfortunately passed away about a year and a half ago of cancer. And you know, I'm a songwriter by trade, so the thing that I went to for grieving and coping was to write a song. I think I wrote it the day I found out that he passed away, so it was very fresh on my mind. And it took me about a year to record the demo. Every time I cracked open my session to try to record it, it just wasn't happening. And after I got the demo down, I knew it was time to take it to my good pal, Dave Gutter, to help bring it to the finish line. And Dave co-wrote and produced my album that's coming out this year as well, so I knew that I could, you know, trust him to take it to the finish line with me. So.
Right, and Dave, like you just mentioned, you're a Grammy-award winning artist and you helped produce this. How did you become a part of this project? Kind of expand a little bit more on that.
We've worked together for a long time on many different projects, but mostly his soon-to-be released album. And for me, artists and athletes kind of have a passion. They live in like a bigger world than most people, and they're trying to leave a mark on the world. So I felt great being involved in this project because it's making sure that someone who wanted to leave a mark in the world can do that, and that we can help that. You know, it's a great project, and it was a lot of fun and to work on, but it was also a passion project. Nate felt very close to it, so I feel like that's kind of the purpose of music, for that kind of healing to culminate.
Yeah, it sounds very powerful.
And who would have known that, like, a song then turns into a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Mm-hmm. So the song started first, and I was trying to develop like what visual content I wanted to support the project, and we were like, let's maybe get a pond hockey thing together. So Jared was a lifelong athlete, so that's where this whole theme of athletics and hockey comes into play. He was a captain of his teams at Edward Little and things like that. So we thought, you know, myself, his family, and a couple of his close friends got together and we were like, how can we like turn this into something bigger that would impact his legacy? Because he only had 29 years to leave his stamp on this earth. So it soon sort of turned into a 501c3 nonprofit organization where we held our first nonprofit event at the Norway Savings Bank Arena back in December. And I set a fundraising goal of $10,000, and we cracked that goal before doors opened.
Wow.
Which was amazing. Amazing community support. And Norway Savings Bank Arena was kind enough to donate the ice time for that event. And so the music video is actually comprised of footage from this event and also digitized home movies of Jared growing up with his family.
And can you tell us a little bit more about the lyrics and the message of the
Sure.
song, what people will hear?
Well, actually, this song is, though I think anybody that knew Jared can relate to this song, and anybody that knows what it's like to lose somebody too soon can relate to this. This song is really for his daughter, Blake, his 2-year-old daughter now that he left behind. And they were about 8 months pregnant when he found out that he had stage 4 cancer. So you can only imagine the blessing and the curse of like you're about to have your first child and then you find out you're not going to live long enough to see her grow up. So to me, that was the inspiration behind this, was like, how can I give something to his daughter that when she gets older that she'll have something to remember him and see how important he was to all of us.
Yeah, and just kind of walk us through the journey of the collaboration of the two of you guys together. What was that like, putting this all together?
Well, I contacted Dave, and I remember one of the things I said was, I'm sending this to you with tears on my notepad, that like I trust you to help take this to the finish line, and I'd love for you to maybe share some of your production insights of how you used themes of hockey and things like that into this song.
Yeah, we used a lot of sounds that you would hear in a hockey game, the sound of a puck as percussion, and we just tried to make the overall aesthetic of the song one that was a tribute to him, but also a tribute to the sport and what his passion was. So we kind of incorporated that into the production and the sound of legend.
Yeah, and you'll also, sorry to interrupt, you also hear like a stomping and clapping routine at the end, which is like very big that you'll see at sporting events and stuff. So we really try to stylize this as if you were like, you were there at a game,
Right.
if you will.
Just shows how much thought and, you know, emotion went into this. It's not just the words, you know, there's so much more to it. Can you tell us more about the foundation, and are there any upcoming events? And
Sure. So after we've raised about a total of $14,000 in donations so far. We've already started our first round of initiatives. So one of the first things that we did was we met up with the Edward Little High School Awards and Scholarship Committee. So we developed 4 awards that we're doing annually with them. We also are sending 3 kids to full ride summer camps as well too through the Mental Goalie School with Austin Christopher. He was one of the sponsors for our event. We're hoping to do a youth clinic, a hockey youth clinic in the fall with Hebron Academy, which is another sponsor for our event. And then we're hoping to do an annual fundraiser event every year at the Norway Savings Bank Arena to keep his legacy alive. And we're doing like hockey tournament, family free skate, that type of stuff.
That's great.
And as of right now, one of the biggest drivers that we have for the foundation and for the song is we're doing a t-shirt pre-order campaign right now where we did a collaboration with my music as well as the foundation. So we have our new JP Memorial logo here with the legend 29 on the back, which is his sporting number. And so that can be purchased from the foundation website, which is jpmemorial.org or natewintermusic.com. And we also have a GoFundMe as well too. So that's the best way that people can support right now.
And quickly, just tell us where people can find the song.
It's available on all music platforms, so Spotify, Apple Music, things like that, and the full video is on YouTube and Facebook.
And we're running out of time, but I do want to give you a chance to talk about the songwriting event that you have coming up.
Dave and I are participating in a songwriting event with Pinecone Studio. It'll be at the Theater Project in Brunswick, which are 2 nonprofit organizations that we're working with. And I'll be moderating and hosting, and Dave will be one of the guests who will be performing. And the goal is to have some performances as well as a panel discussion surrounding the songwriting process, which is obviously something Dave and I are very passionate about. So.
Amazing. Congratulations on the song. I
Thank you.
can't wait to listen to it. Thank you for sharing your story, and we're very sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.